So you're interested in live streaming on kick.com. Well, this video tutorial is going to show you everything you need to know on how to stream to Kick, including alerts, OBS setup, as well as how do you even start streaming on Kick. We are going to go over that in this video right here. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so the first order of business here, we need to download OBS Studio. Now, all the links for everything that you are going to need is going to be in the description down below. So just go in the description and get all the links to everything you need. I have it all down there, really nice and easy for you. So the first thing is here is you're going to download OBS Studio. If you don't have it downloaded, go ahead and download it, but probably you might already have it downloaded. Just go ahead and download that, and then we're going to get into the next part. Once you have OBS Studio downloaded, go ahead and open it and it'll look something like this. Now, I have a little bit more stuff in here than you probably do, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're just going to do the basics here. First of all, what we're going to do is just go ahead and you're going to have a scene that's already created, probably called scene. That's perfectly fine. You can leave that or rename it or make a new one if you want to. Scenes are basically like folders that you can switch to that makes everything look a little bit different. But again, there's multiple videos out there for how to do that. Again, I'm just doing something real simple here. What we're going to do is we're going to add a source. So go over here to add a source and you can add, we're just going to add an image. We're just going to name it image 2. And we're going to go ahead and browse here for some pictures. All right, there we go. We added an image. And as you can see, this is just the image that I use for my social medias, banners and stuff like that. Again, you can do whatever you want. If you add this, if you go to this little plus symbol here, there's a lot of different things here, whether that's game capture, display capture, monitor capture, whatever the heck you want to do, you can go here. There's plenty of other tutorials out there on how to mess with this stuff. So I'm just going over the basics of OBS right now because we're trying to live stream to Kick because you probably already have all this set up. So the next step that we're going to go here is go down to your settings and open up your settings. And this here is where we're going to get started with some things. First of all, we're going to go to output. Now, output is probably going to look a little something like this for streaming, right? The output mode on the very top here is going to be set to simple. What we're going to do is go ahead and click on that and go to advanced. Click on advanced and boom, here we go into this. At the very top here, you can ignore quite a bit of this stuff at the very top, but just make sure that your video encoder is set to NVIDIA NVENC H.264 is the encoder that we're going to be using for right now. If you have an AMD graphics card, I'm not quite sure what to tell you. I have no idea about AMD graphics cards, but I have an NVIDIA, so we're going to choose NVIDIA NVENC H.264. So make sure that that is chosen there. Next thing that we're going to do here is the encoder settings. Now, these are very, very important, and these are the best settings that I personally use on my stream. First, you have the rate control is going to be set to CBR. Bit rates, we're going to set to 8,000. Now, the bit rate is going to vary on your internet speed, so go to something like internetspeedtest.com or whatever it is. Go to an internet speed test thing and make sure you check your upload rate. We don't care about your download rate. We care about your upload rate is the most important. I set mine to 8,000 kilobytes. Again, you choose whatever you need to for your internet, but Kick has a maximum of 8,500 kilobytes per second. And I like to just do 8,000. That way they're not pushing the full limits or anything. And it looks just as good. There's not a big difference between there. Keyframe interval, we're going to set to 2 seconds. The preset, we're going to set to P6. Now, the preset here, depending on your graphics card that you have, you might want to lower this. So keep in mind that the lower you put this, the less stress on your graphics card, but the less quality looking video or like visual of your stream. So just keep that in mind here. The next thing here is we're going to go to tuning. We're just going to leave it on high quality. That's perfectly fine. Again, I would rather than getting a lot of frames in games, for me personally, I want to prioritize the stream quality so that people can enjoy the experience watching me do whatever. Multi-pass mode, we're going to do 2-pass at quarter resolution. I've tested with these a little bit before. There's a lot of research people have done, but quarter resolution resolution I found just works the best for me. It looks great along with the P6 preset, so I would just recommend leaving it on that. Profile, we're going to leave on high. Make sure that that is on high. Look ahead, we're going to leave off. And psycho visual tuning, I'm going to turn on. GPU, leave it at 0. And max beat frames, we're going to set to 2. So as long as yours looks like mine, again, if your bitrate might be a little bit different or your preset might be a little bit different, that's perfectly fine. Everything else should stay the same as what I have here. These are the settings that you're going to be live streaming at. And again, if you want to mess with your recording settings, you can just go to the recording tab here and mess with that. All right, now on to the next thing here we have is the stream section. Now the stream section here, this is where we're actually going to be streaming to kick.com. All right, so listen closely, follow along. The service here, we're going to make sure that for the service we choose custom. All right, Kick is not integrated into OBS yet, so we're going to make sure that we choose custom. Then we need a server and a stream key. This is where you are going to need Kick. What we're going to do here is go ahead and go to kick.com. Once you go to kick.com, it will look a little something like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that you're logged in, first of all. Once you're logged in, you're going to click on your profile on the top right and click on Creator Dashboard. It will load up your dashboard, and then you can go, let me move my camera. We can go on over to the settings spot right here. Click on the down arrow and you will see stream key, and that's what we want. Click on stream key and it will look a little something like this. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Your stream URL is going to look like this. This is the same URL for everybody. Go ahead and just click on that little button right there, copy to clipboard, open up OBS, go to server, and paste that in there just like that. Then we go back to Kick and we go to stream key. Now this is very important. Do not share your stream key with anyone. You do not want to do that. Make sure that you don't share this stream key with anyone. We're going to go ahead and copy that. Go back to OBS, and in the stream key section, we're going to paste that stream key on in there. Once that's all done, we're going to make sure that we click apply. All right, and that will guarantee set it for you. So make sure that you click apply. Just double check your streaming section. Make sure that all the settings are correct. There is one more setting that I like to mess around with in here, and that is in the advanced section. If you go into the advanced section, what I like to do here is where it says process priority at the top, I like to make sure that it is above normal. That way there, again, it prioritizes OBS over a lot of other applications. So that is what I would recommend for you. So just make sure that that is set to above normal and make sure you click on apply, and then we can press OK. We're pretty much done there. Okay, so that is basically the basics. But there's another thing that we can do here, and that is integrate the chat. Now, I personally use this for my own channel, and I'm going to show you how to do it. What we're going to do here is go to the top left where it says docs. We're going to click on that down arrow, and then we're going to go to custom browser docs. Okay, now again, if you have Streamlabs OBS, I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea. I highly recommend you go download OBS Studio and convert everything to OBS Studio. It will save you in the long run. Okay, so go ahead and go to docs, go to custom browser docs, and open this up. It'll look a little something like this. For the doc name, we can make this whatever we want, but I'm just going to name it Kick Chat. The next thing that we're going to do here is you need to get your chat URL, and it's going to look something like this: https:/your channel name. So you see where mine says /Yuppy. Yours is going to be whatever your Kick channel name is. You're going to put in there /chat room. All right, once we do that, we can go ahead and click apply. Now, when we click apply, you will see, boom, here we go. Look, you have your chat built into OBS. And if you want to, let's say, put it right here, I mean, you could do that, right? I mean, you could do that, and we can mess that. There we go. And then boom, now your Kick chat is integrated right into OBS. Now, there is one thing with this though, and that is, well, what if I want to moderate? Because right now, if I try to type in chat, it will look something like this. And well, that's perfectly fine because we're not logged in. Now, you could log in through this menu here, but what I recommend is something a little bit easier, and that is simply this right here. We can close out of that, and we can just type in here, go back to the custom browser doc and type in Kick. All right, and what we're going to do here is we're going to type in https:/kick.com, and when we do that, it's just going to load up the main website, and this is perfectly fine. And what you're going to do here is this is where you're going to log in. So go ahead and log in and you will be all set. So you can see that my profile image is in the top right. That's how you know you are guaranteed to be logged in. We can go ahead and close out of that little window, and right where you added this, we're just going to delete it. We don't need that anymore. Go ahead and delete it, and we'll just click on apply. Now you will notice, where did the Kick chat go? We have it added, but where did it go? All you got to do is go on up into docs, and let me move my camera. You see at the very bottom here, you will see Kick chat. Go ahead and click on that, and boom, Kick chat will open back up. And like I said, you can mount this wherever you want in OBS. You see how it, like, there's that little blue thing that moves all over. You can put this wherever you want it. Unless you just want to leave it like the way I have it here, you could do that as well. We can now go ahead and click on a username, and we can ban them or whatever. We can say test in the chat here if we want. And as you can see, the message went through. Boom, there we go. So now you can sit here and read your chat. You can moderate it, ban people, timeout people, do whatever the heck you want, all from OBS. It's a very handy tool, and I highly recommend this method to be able to moderate your chat all right inside of OBS. All right, and now with that, we have one final thing here that I do want to go over, and that is alerts, right? Those alerts that will go off if somebody follows the channel, if somebody hosts the channel, subs to the channel, if you're an affiliate, things like that. We're going to go over the alerts. Here we go. This is the first website that we're going to go. Again, the link for all this stuff will be in the description below. This is called Kicklit. This is an app that I use in my channel personally, as well as I use it for my alerts. So you can go ahead and click on try it out, and it'll ask you to log in some way. Go ahead and log in. You can use Discord or whatever the heck you want. It doesn't matter. Just go ahead, log in, make an account, whatever you need to do, and get in. And when you first get in, it'll look a little something like this. Now yours might look a little bit different than mine because I have some settings off. If you really want to go in depth with this, go ahead and mess around with it. There's a lot of different commands and things you can do, but I'm not worried about that. I want follower alerts. So we're going to click on the three lines here in the top right, click on that, and go down to alert overlay right here. We're going to click on alert overlay, and boom, here we go into this. And what we're going to do here is this is where you're going to set everything up. Let's say we're going to set up the follower alert here. Now there's a couple different ways that you can do this follower alert, and it's completely up to you, but there is a method that I figured out on how to do this that just works for me. But again, there's multiple ways to do this, but basically you can set the customized text here, right? Thank you for the follow, the name. You could do a custom GIF. You can do a custom sound alert. You can adjust the volume, and you can adjust the time in seconds. In order to set a GIF, the easiest things that I found is that what you can do is you can upload this to Discord, or you can upload it to Kickbot. Now, this is another website here that does have alerts. So if you do want to use alerts through Kickbot, you can, but ultimately I just use Kickbot to upload my stuff to because it has that feature. Kicklit does not have that feature. So I just use Kickbot, and the reason why is that I like to keep everything of mine organized into one thing, which is Kicklit. So that's kind of what I like to do here. We're going to go to kickbot.app and go ahead and log in. It's perfectly fine. And we're going to go into the dashboard. When you go into the dashboard here, we're going to scroll on down. We're going to go to alerts. All right, alerts. And here, this is where we're going to have some fun. What we're going to do is in the image/GIF/video section, it doesn't matter where you do this. You could do this wherever. We're going to go ahead and click on this upload here. So we're going to go ahead and just click on a .gif file. Again, any .gif file is what we're going to want here, and go ahead and click on open. And when you do that, it will go ahead and upload it to here, and you will see a URL. This URL, I'm going to click on it in the box, and I'm going to press Control A, Control C. That's going to copy it all. All right. Now this is for the GIF. Then we're going to go on over to here, and right where it says GIF, we're going to Control A, and we're going to Control V. Boom. There we go. So now if we go to save this, there we go. It should be saved. All right. Now the next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to go back to Kickbot, and we're going to go to audio because I want some audio, and we're going to do the same thing. So as you can see here, again, I have a couple audio things here. These are .mp3 files, which I recommend. Okay, .mp3 files. So we have the fork knife teammate death sound here that we're going to go ahead and press on open, and boom, it will upload it to there. And we can do the same thing. Click on it, Control A, Control C. go ahead, go back to Kicklet and just Control A, Control V. There you go. Boom. Make sure that you click on save. Again, you could do this for follower alert, sub alert, gifted subs, and host alerts. You can make them completely custom however you want. All right, and now that you have that uploaded, you should be safe, right? As long as you click on save, again, you can just repeat this same process for the sub, gifted sub, and host. But we're gonna go to follow here, and we're gonna make sure that it works. I have these deactivated because I don't use these ones, but so just make sure that this is on green, and you'll be good, and it'll be enabled. Go ahead and click on test alert. Boom. There you go. You hear a little sound effect there. You can see, thanks for the follow, Yuppy. Boom. There you go. Easy peasy. And there it is. Now, here is where we go into OBS. We're going to go ahead and click on copy URL right here. Boom. Then we're going to go back to OBS. And in OBS, we're going to click on the plus in sources, and we're going to go to browser. We're going to add a browser source. You can name this whatever you want. I'm going to name it follow alert. And I'm going to press on OK. Then what we're going to do here is I'm going to Control A, Control V the URL, and just click on OK. Boom. There we go. So now if I grab my window here and I test the alert, we should get audio right through OBS. Let's see. Boom. There we go. And as you can see, it pops up in OBS. You can resize this and adjust this however you want. Again, you can mess around with it however you want, but there you go. Now, for example, let's say that I want to turn on sub alert. If I click on save, make sure that sub alert is on, I should be able to we muted that alert out because it was very, very loud. But as you could tell, though, this sub alert did play and it was incredibly loud. So I'd have to adjust the volume there. But I didn't have to add a new URL. Everything is all into one single URL. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And now you have everything set up in OBS to be ready to live stream on kick.com. You have your chat integrated, you have alerts, you have it set up with the best OBS settings that are that I know of anyways. There you go. If you liked the video and you liked this tutorial, go check out my other tutorials and my other videos, and I would really appreciate the sub and the like. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you want to see for a tutorial next in the comments down below. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.